Welcome to Pagan Coffee Talk. If you enjoy our content, please consider donating and following our socials. Let's talk about this nice little phenomenon that's been going on for quite some time, and we just haven't broached the subject.
Sometimes I really don't have the energy to.
I know, right? This is dealing with the ex-witch testimonial type stuff that we see quite often. I see it a lot on YouTube.
Yeah.
Where you've got somebody who's left paganism and now they're talking about, summoning demons and working with devils and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
It's a big ass con.
Yes. To a certain extent, yes.
Yeah.
The way I'm looking at it, we got several groups of people. We got the little teenage kid,
mm-hmm.
All right, who starts to dabble in the New Age, Wicca, blah, blah, blah,
mm-hmm.
spear, then does something, uses the Ouija board or something, and something happens, something falls, there's a knock on the wall or something.
Right.
And then you get a freaked out kid who, oh, no, I need to pray to the Lord and the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of these people, you really don't, you'll occasionally hear a story or two from, but nothing really, they might talk about it on X. They might talk about it on, TikTok or something like that, but it's a brief mission and it's gone.
Right. It's primarily on their personal channel or, whatever.
Right.
Just sharing with friends.
Just sharing with friends. And sometimes this happens to adults. Something actually does really scare them, something that happens. And it really is to them demonic or whatever, and they just stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the people that go on the Daily Wire and the 700 clubs. All right. Now, this is the bulk of them.
Right. This is the actual group that we're talking about here.
Yeah, this is the group where we have a problem with, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do have a problem in the pagan community of people dogpiling other people just because they left the belief.
Right.
All right? Because again, if we believe that all paths are valid, somebody changing from paganism to Christianity, keep your mouth shut, it's not yours.
Right. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say the exact same thing. All paths are valid, people.
Quit dogpiling people because they switched to a religion you didn't like.
Right.
All right.
Just because you had a bad experience with it doesn't mean somebody else is going to.
Right. And again, for those who did have a bad experience, I'm sorry you did, but it doesn't invalidate the rest of us.
No,
either.
It doesn't.
So,
no.
But the main problem is these ones that go in the 700 Club and the Daily Wire and places like this.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this worse for us than the teenager who gets scared or the guy that gets scared because Ouija board went, woo?
Well, I liken it to, the satanic panic of the 80s. People just making outrageous claims. When I was involved in witchcraft, I fed demons chocolate and it just disappeared. Or, hey, I can make something appear out of midair. Excuse me?
Exactly.
Laws of physics do not. You can't
Magic
change.
cannot break the laws of reality.
Right.
You cannot create something out of thin air. It doesn't happen.
But all this does is it feeds into people's fear of the unknown.
Well, it doesn't help because, again, you get these people on the 700 Club and these places, and the stories that they tell about demonic possessions.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard stories of where in the world they'll get on there and going, yeah, I was raped by the high priest and I'm forced to have the kid, then have to sacrifice it to Satan.
Right.
Or these people coming on talking about committing ritual murder.
Mm-hmm.
I do want everybody to understand, to catch a predator, the reason it works is these people confess on camera voluntarily.
Right.
These people confessing to murder on TV for ritual sake of Satanism and all this other stuff is the exact same thing. So my question is, why aren't the Christians calling the police on them? if they've tried to commit murder, if they've attempted to do this, even though it's for ritual sacrifice, it's still attempted murder.
Well, yeah, and I mean that is a valid question. I mean, if they're confessing to all these vile acts that they've done while they were
Well, again,
while they were part of, involved with witchcraft, then why aren't they calling the police on them?
I mean, because I don't know too many Christians that go around and don't spout. Just because you got forgiveness does not give you a free pass on responsibility for the actions.
Right. Now, I was going to say, the only thing that I remember, like from the 80s, they were actually calling the police on these people.
Yeah.
The police were getting involved, but they were all false accusations.
They were all false. They were lying out their butt.
Right.
They make fantastic stories.
They do. They make a great headline.
All right. I mean, again, you got an enemy. You got something going on here. You have the forces of darkness, and here's the proof. Here's one of their generals or whatever. Supposedly. It's a good way to raise money. Because we're the good fight. We're the ones. You need to support our church because we're making that good fight. This is the con.
Yeah.
It makes witches look bad because, again, this is the viewpoint Christians have of us. Not what we actually do. This bull. Yeah. This thing of people claiming being possessed by demons or being jumped by a bunch of demons or couldn't get out of the coven or had to sacrifice somebody.
Well, and what makes it worse, if a particular testimony happens to quote unquote go viral, then those people, they get farmed around to all these other Christian organizations
who seem to be paying for their travel and their lodging and the whole 9 yards, and so a little extra here and there.
Right. So it becomes a business.
It becomes a business because at this point, now you're writing books. And I'm sorry, all they're using is these movie tropes from horror movies all over the place. All right. Oh, yeah. I puked up something that smelled like sulfur. No, you didn't. All right.
Yeah.
I left chocolate out for a demon. It disappeared. Right. Yeah, and I'm sure you don't have a dog or a cat in the house either, or any other animals.
Right? Something ate that.
Here's the problem, is this is the trope that Christians see about us. They're not actually hearing the truth.
Right.
And even then, is this not also bringing up false witness? Is this not breaking one of their 10 commandments?
Well, it is. It is.
I mean, I got to ask.
I mean, that commandment specifically says you shall not bear false witness.
It doesn't matter if it was a group or people or it's false witness. And here's my point is, on all of this, where do you see, if you go to it on YouTube and stuff like this and you look through the comments, where's the comments from all the pagans going, this is BS. They're lying. This is a con. This isn't what witchcraft looks like.
Well, actually, I do see those. I've watched quite a few. It's a dirty little secret of mine that I like to watch those. And I scroll through the comments and I do see a lot of people who do speak up, and in the comments they specifically say, hey, this is not at all what this is like. I don't know where you're getting your story from, because we don't do that. Excuse me, we don't practice that way. So I see all these comments. So it does happen.
Y'all do realize what he's saying is completely illegal, and we would all be in trouble if we did this.
Right.
Right.
So I do see those comments. I just see more of those who are saying, I pray that God saves my soul from watching this.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, okay. Can you share those videos with the rest of us so we can all go, this is bull?
Right.
Maybe once the comment section is actually flooded with a bunch of pagans going, this is a lie. Maybe the Christians might finally go, then we need to stop this.
Yeah.
Because it is. It's a lie. This is not how it's practiced. This is not how any of this works.
No, it's not. And on the opposite side of that, I honestly don't have a problem if people are having, a spiritual transition. That's fun. That's your spiritual journey. If you're discovering that this no longer works for you and you feel pulled more towards Christianity, by all means go for it. And if that's your testimony,
I'll encourage you.
yeah,
I would encourage you.
right. And if that's your testimony, if that's what you want to share with people, then that's your business. By all means, go right ahead, because it may help
But don't
somebody.
misrepresent
Yeah,
don't
but don't
misrepresent what we're doing.
yeah, don't throw lies and all that other stuff in there.
I mean, how many Christians would put up with a Muslim coming on TV and making all sorts of outrageous claims about Christians?
Oh, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
They wouldn't. There'd be an uprising. Well, again, I've seen those before too. And again, I'm back to we should be flooding the comments. We should be looking at the Christians going, no, this is not right.
Right.
Y'all are really just out and out lying. Yes, I know the majority of times we get the comment back, but we thought the testimony was important anyway.
Well,
You're spreading false witness.
I was going to say that's fear-based spirituality. That's
Yes,
exactly what
that's
that
not
is.
actual. Yeah.
No, and those people who are spreading that false witness, I'm sorry, I'm calling you out. That's spiritual narcissism. Oh, look at
Thank
me.
you.
I'm the one who escaped the darkness.
What?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All paths are valid. All
Yeah.
right. I might be the only weird person in the world. I do not have religious trauma. I was raised Southern Baptist.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot sit there and go, hey, where did the religion touch me in the bad place? No, never happened.
No.
Nobody was ever mean to me. Nobody ever cussed me out. I don't understand why we have this dichotomy because we're not the opposite. We're not against Christianity.
Well, and look, I'm one of those. I had a bad experience with the church, but my
Right.
experience was with the people, not the religion. I had questions about the religion that I couldn't answer, and that led me to go down a completely different path. That does
And
not
before anybody asks,
invalidate
oh,
Christianity.
if anybody asks what in the world this is about, again, we can't do the same thing that they're doing.
No, we have to
Right?
be better than them. We have to be better than our critics.
Thank you. Well, we should be. I mean, we have a little bit more self-aware. I think we teach a little bit more self-awareness here, but the point is it doesn't actually help. It doesn't solve anything.
No, it doesn't.
I understand that you don't like that religion or whatever. Just quit bad mouthing it and figure out why you don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
why it bothers you, why it upsets you. Us doing the same thing to them, this doesn't solve the problem.
No, it doesn't. It makes it worse.
Us going around and bashing them for no other reason. Now, I'm not talking about I'm not saying don't ask questions, but sitting there just bashing them to bash them doesn't make no sense.
Well, no, and like I just said, it makes it worse.
It does.
You're just creating more tension between two spiritual paths that doesn't need to be there.
No. So again, I'm not taking the pagan community completely off the hook on this subject.
No, of course not.
Because there are some things we do that sort of pushes the issue for them.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of pagans who are mad at Christians and they want to do something to make them feel that pain.
Mm-hmm.
That's not helping.
No. While I can understand that mentality and that way of thinking, I can understand it.
I can even understand people justifying it to themselves.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, that's the easy thing. But it's not something we need to be doing.
No.
We should be better than that.
The whole pagan community should be discouraging this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying people that ain't done bad stuff to anybody and there's not. But again, what are we actually helping? How are people actually viewing us when we're sitting there bashing another religion while sitting there going, all paths are valid?
Mm-hmm.
How can you say that while bashing something else?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Because you're just proving yourself wrong. You're proving yourself a hypocrite.
Yeah, it has no valid foundation.
Christianity's come up with some decent ideas. They have some wonderful stories.
They do.
All right. They're not completely bad. Yes, they're very collectivism. And that's fine. It works for them, but it's not us.
No.
I don't get this. Why do we feel we need to bash them? Again, I can understand calling out these people, these ex-witches that are out there making these wild claims that aren't true. If I see one more person on the 700 Club claiming to do a ritual sacrifice, I might pick up the phone and call the police. Hey, did you see this guy confessing to murder on TV?
Right.
Just answer the question.
Wait a minute. No, that's illegal.
That's illegal. So,
and depending on where they are, you might have to call the FBI instead of the local police. But regardless. You just have to understand that, as part of the pagan community, it's okay to have a negative reaction, a personal negative reaction to something, or to somebody leaving paganism for another religion that doesn't necessarily agree with you. But publicly, you should be good for you. If this works for you, your path is valid.
Your path is valid.
I may not agree with it, but your path is valid. Follow your path. Don't be one of those who demands spiritual autonomy, but not extend it to other people.
Exactly.
Just don't.
It's funny how that goes.
Right?
Don't do that. All right. I mean, y'all want to sit there and complain about, then quit doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just like what's her name that left off the TikTok that everybody's up in arms about. I love this woman right now because she ain't said a word. All she did was she was a tarot reader, from my understanding. She was on Witch Talk, and she came out and she's like, I'm Christian now. I'm not going to do this anymore. Got rid of her channel and just walked away.
Oh, was this Alex Reed's tarot?
Yes.
Yeah.
From my understanding. As far as I know, she ain't bad-mouthed anything. She just walked away.
Right.
That's what started all this, because I'm like, y'all, get off her case. Let her do what she needs to do. It's her path. She's got to walk it. We cannot do it. And sitting there judging her or complaining about it doesn't change anything. All you're doing is validating what in the world everybody's saying.
Right. And that's not fair to her. You want people to treat you fairly in your spiritual path. You have to extend the same courtesy.
All pagans, please, can we start to remember, treat others as you want to be treated is not necessarily a Christian ideal. It's been an ideal that's been in most cultures around the world.
Right. Right. It's a very common ideal.
It is. For those of y'all who are like, oh, I can't use that because it's Christian, stop. Because there's a lot of stuff that y'all think is Christian. It's not as much Christian as you think.
Right. It's not exclusive to them. Let's get rid of that idea.
All right. It's not. There's a lot of things that are not exclusive to them, but they claim it is. So,
well, that's a different topic for a different day. But
that's a different topic. I'm ready for a coffee.
Let's have some coffee. Thanks for listening. Join us next week for another episode. Pagan Coffee Talk is brought to you by Life Temple and Seminary. Please visit us at lifetempleseminary.org for more information, as well as links to our social media: Facebook, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit.
We travel down this trodden path, a maze of stone and mire. Just hold my hand as we pass by a sea of blazing pyres. And so it is the end of our days, so walk with me till morning breaks. And so it is the end of our days, so walk with me till morning